Hello there, how are you doing? Today's episode is all about set, or this is the introduction to the set data type. So today's episode we were discussing about this, set data types, and this is the section is all about set. So today's episode we're going to talk what actually set is and how to work with set, and some rules that you need to know about sets, and what is a set and what is the difference between set and other data types that we learned in the previous videos. Today's episode is really important and highly recommended to watch this episode, so don't forget to subscribe and like on my channel, and let's get started. So the first thing we have, this is Python documentation, and what we're gonna talk about is lists. So you can read this in a set is an unordered collection with no duplicating elements. Yes. And membership testing, so we're going to talk about all those things in this episode. Yes, so the first thing that we're going to do is how to write a list. So we're going to do is this is mark like dictionary data type, and you're gonna make apple and orange and apple and bear and orange and banana. So the first thing, we have a variable, and we have those elements or items, and we have duplication elements. We have apple, and here we have apple, and we have orange, and here we have orange. So this is the first thing. So the first thing, let's talk about print base, and what I'm gonna do, and what I'm gonna set is apple and orange and banana and pear. So the first thing here, it show you the elements has been removed, from the set data type. So this is the first thing. So we have apple. So here in this situation, after run this program, we have no duplications, we have no apple, and we have no another orange, we have just only one. So this is the first thing. The second thing that you need to know is lists or sets, not ordered and not indexed. What does that mean? So here in the first time you see apple. So let's do another. So what I'm gonna see beer, and I'm gonna see apple. So here we have it's not ordered, orange. So you can see here yes. So let's do an example. So let's say lists example, and let's do li equal, let's say apple, and let's say orange. So let's do print li. So here we have apple and orange. So we have apple. It's ordered, and after we run the program, it will keep the default or the first value as the first index. The first thing. The second thing that you need to know about this is not indexed. So in the lists, we can actually access to a particular item. So let's do, for example, at 1. So it will give you in this situation orange. So orange. So let's do this. Let's do the same thing with let's say 0, or let's say 1. What I'm gonna set object has not subscriptable. It's which means you can't access, or it's not indexed. So this is the first thing. The second thing that you need to know is set has only immutable types. What does that mean? So let's talk in the end. It's really simple. So let's remove this. So immutable types is numbers and strings and tuples. Yes, except that it's error, which means list and dictionary. You can't put a dictionary or a list as a item into the set. So we have here apple and all those items. So here let's do, for example, example, or another. So I'm gonna set unhashable type. Unhashable actually it's a concept in a computer. It's like get the values from the memory with a faster way. It's a concept, I think, in the structure. So it's lists. You can't access to the list on the memory, on the hash. So which means you can't actually do less. Let's do, for example, let's say there. What I'm gonna do is the same thing. We can store actually numbers. There's no problem, and you can get yes, you can do this. There's no problem. You can do integer float. I don't know. It's randomly number. Anyway, so what you're gonna get is this. So this is the first thing. Yes. The second thing, by the default, when you put your duplication values on the set, it will remove it. It will remove all the duplication values in the lists, in the sets. I'm sorry. So the second thing that you need to know about sets, and that's why sets actually is a little bit different. Set items is a unique. What does that mean? That means when we set, for example, let's say apple, it will give you just one. So but another, for example, another data type, let's say string, let's say, so st, let's say I have this, let's say just this apple, and let's say apple. So let's do print to the st, and what I'm gonna get, apple. So this is the first thing. Yes. So this is the first thing that you need to know another time actually. So we have here a lot. So we're going to talk about those another episode actually, because it's a little bit different. So this was a little bit, just a simple set episode. So see you another episode. Thank you so much.